Hello, this is Panzerline from POCGamer, and today is day 12 of my D&D 30-day challenge, where I'm answering questions about Dungeons & Dragons and my thoughts about it based on 30 questions in sequential order. Good times. I got my sheet of paper here. So, today's question is, let's see, day 12. There we go. Favorite dungeon type and location. Okay, so Dungeons & Dragons, lots of locations, lots of dungeon types, all sorts of ways to make your game work. All of which are enjoyed by different people, different ways, all that sort of thing. My particular favorite type of dungeon and, let's see here, was it terrain? Let's see. Yeah, location, dungeon type, location. Okay, so location, wilderness. I am a big fan of wilderness campaigns and wilderness settings in D&D. I find they work a lot more naturally and organically. They need a lot less explanation than, why is there suddenly this massive dungeon in the middle of nowhere that is filled with traps and monsters? I've always wondered, what are the mechanics of that? How did this get there? Why does it exist? How does it exist? All those sorts of things. So that's my favorite, location. But my favorite dungeon type is ruins. Okay, I love ruins. Ruins can be integrated into a larger history and larger, more complicated, more interesting world than just a randomly created or randomly generated dungeon. It is much, much more interesting, at least to me. And I admit I have some biases. I do have some archaeological background, and so I really love ruins and the sorts of things that you find in them. But within a fantasy setting, ruins are fantastic. They give you a reason to create, a dungeon to go into that isn't ridiculous. Plus, when you combine it with the wilderness setting, then it gets the wilderness location. That gets even better, in my opinion, because now you're out in the middle of the wilderness. Whether it be the desert, forest, jungle, grasslands, Arctic, whatever. You're out and away from everything else, so the characters are really having to think on their toes and really having to keep it together and all that other sorts of things, because they're not in a super safe environment. And then all of a sudden, boom, ruins. They come upon the ruins of whatever, and now they're exploring the ruins, and monsters have taken up residence in the ruins, or maybe there's the weird, mutated, changed by years of decades, centuries, whatever, exposure to warped magics, mutants coming through. And there's all sorts of things you can do with it, and it's a lot of fun to me, and I really enjoy those sorts of campaigns, because it's fun. It's better than how deep are we? Oh, I think we're 200 feet below ground, and the ground has been sloping downwards for the last 30 feet in this corridor. Okay, cool. How many days of food do we have left? Oh, we have 10 days. Okay, good. We'll eat some more of those mushrooms over there, and we'll continue the delve. That doesn't grab me. I mean, it's this weird artificial creation. It's for no reason there's a multi-level, super dungeon that was built by somebody for no reason out in the middle of nowhere. That doesn't make any logical sense to me. But, you throw some ruins out into the wilderness, and that makes sense to me, and it gets me excited. I'm like, yeah, this is going to be cool. This is going to be fun. So, yeah, that would be my answer to today's question, which was, what is my favorite dungeon type and location? So, thank you very much for watching. Please check out my blog, POCGamer.com. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, and follow the channel, follow me on Twitter, all that sort of good stuff. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.